brutal, getting beat on, laughed at, people not following me. Went almost bankrupt. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Had to have the whip in somebody else's garage. Y'all been through that?
I say.
I know I ain't the only one.
Nah, you got.
First 3 years trying to sacrifice, trying to, like, people looking at me crazy. People, who does he think he is? You know what I'm talking about? Because when you start really stepping into God body mode, also your people crab in the bucket. They thinking there's something wrong with you. Who do you think he is? No, you gotta build that. I start building up that lion mentality. I was like, it don't matter who follows. It don't matter what you think about me. I don't care what you think about me no more. And I start building self. So I start going through all of it, reading books every day, getting my knowledge game back, remembering who I was, studying the art of sales, persuasion, knowing how to go into rooms and knowing how to connect with the people and actually sell my product. Most people are so focused on building the product that they forget to sell it.
Yes.
They so focused on building so let's say you a chef. You so focused on cooking that you forget to serve the people in masses. Y'all get what I'm saying? Most people so focused on the building. You want to know why they focus on that? Because the other stuff take them out their comfort zone.
Right.
And most people don't want to be out their comfort zone. They're comfortable. I know how to make this good. I just want to stay right here. I don't want to do nothing else. But now you got to go out and sell your product. Here's a mindset that I have, that I've always had, and why my business has thousands of customers online. Even people, some of them don't even look like me. They buy my products. Why? Not because I'm being fake. I'm just being me. Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah. So the greatest opportunity that you've been given is this thing right here that people ain't making no money and you the product. If you ain't making money from this, you the product. I think they missed it. They missed it, man. Man, they missed it. Let me give it to y'all. Let me run it back. 360. If you ain't making money off of this right here, you the product.
Dopamine.
Man, let me tell y'all something that I learned, and it changed my mentality. When Instagram was being created, did y'all know there was 200 developers in one room, and their obsession was one thing? You know what it was? Want to guess? How can they get you addicted to it as humanly possible? That was it. They was paying billions of dollars to say, change this around. And then they had human testers on the other side, and if they was waiting up until it was addictive. Once they got you addicted to it, and you got addicted to your phone, they all in cahoots with each other. You ever notice on the news all the tech people sitting in the same room with each other? Mm-hmm. Then they create a narrative that we don't like each other. They lying. Mm-hmm. They in bed with each other. The same people who make this are making other things. So you the product. So I realized I was the product. So I had to detach from the product. And I said, if I'm going to be the product, I'm going to get something out of it. I'm going to make some money from it. See, there's so many people. I want y'all to understand something. Especially I'm talking to people who look like me. There are so many people who are making millions of dollars off of this. More money than you can ever even imagine. Because they understood. So 2015 is when I really started to awaken and realize things about myself and stop caring what people thought about me. And I started studying marketing with an obsession. I started an advertising agency, online advertising agency, and I started mastering Facebook ads, Google ads. I wanted to just learn how to get customers. Nobody taught me this. I was just studying 3-4 hours a day. I ain't had no job. I better be studying. You know what I'm saying? See, there's some people who have not mastered their time. Some people who don't even if they don't work enough, they have no mastery of time, no concept of what we call precision time. What does that mean? That means that they don't take time very seriously. And that's why I don't waste time on people like that. People like Red and Spin, I will answer the phone for Red anytime he calls. Why? Because he don't waste my time. There's people who call my phone, I know instantly they're about to waste my time. And I don't answer. Because Red been poured into me when I was growing spiritually and awakening. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Guess what? The question becomes this. I just want y'all to ask this question. What do you do when you get up? How is your time being structured? That's the first path to making money, my brother. It's time mastery. When you get up, do the day go past and you ain't worked on your business, you haven't worked on your idea, you haven't invested in your business, Then you look up 2-3 weeks later, you ain't did nothing. Actually, some people look up and it's years later, they ain't did nothing.
Man.
Talk about it.
The same cycle, the same patterns, the same frequency, they vibrate at the same level, and nothing ever happens. Is this resonating?
Yes.
Now, some of y'all don't like me, some of y'all don't love me. It's okay. Y'all don't love me either way.
You gonna stop talking about me?
Listen, sis, that's what we here for. We here for growth and development. That was the
Like you
real
talking
growth
right
and
for
development.
me. I
Right?
needed this.
That was what the real GDs was supposed to be doing, right?
Hello.
Growth and
Hello.
development.
Hello.
Right? But then it was spent. It's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
We got time.
So, I realized I had to really go on my own, and that was the best thing I did for myself as a man, because I figured out who Justin was, or as known as Haru, right? My spiritual name. I had to learn who I was. I had to learn the frequency I vibrate at. I had to realize why I decided to wake up in this time right here, right now, instead of waiting. Because I was like, why wasn't I in the spiritual circle? And then I heard ancestors say, because we didn't want you to get tainted.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't want you to be in a cult. We needed you for this time and this purpose so you can help others.
I see.
Y'all get it?
You get it.
Oh, we just cooking for a second.
Yeah,
Cooking for a second. So, what did I do? I read the books by myself. I invested in the mentors by myself. Even though I had to build from scratch, where I watched my bank account dwindle to almost nothing investing in myself. But I had me. And so ancestors and Source was saying, if you master these skill sets, you don't need a lot of income. You don't need the loan. You don't need, learn how to sell yourself. So guess what I started doing? I started learning sales. I started getting invited to podcasts, and at first nothing was happening. I mean, y'all know people give up when stuff don't go their way.
There we go.
How easy it is for people. As soon as something ain't working, they stop. I was hungry though. I was like, it's gonna work unless it worked. I ain't got nothing to lose. I come from the south side of Chicago. I was taught that I was supposed to be dead by 21. I ain't got nothing to lose. You done already threw everything at me. I've been broke. I've been homeless. I got all of that. I ain't got nothing to lose. All I got is this knowledge right here. Guess what? I was starting to read 2 books a week. Guess what? That turned into me spending 4 hours a day studying, mastering my mind. And guess what happened? The work started coming. I started transforming. I started being able to present myself. The stuttering, I used to stutter. Did you know anybody used to stutter? You guys had social anxiety? See, most people don't put in the work. So they can't get in front of us. I spoke in front of, the first time I ever spoke, I almost had a social anxiety attack. But putting in the work, and it's not giving up. Guess what happened? Now I speak to thousands of people, and I'm doing just like this. Like, I like small rooms like this. It don't matter to me. I'm like, wherever my voice, wherever sort of send me, I'm going to go. Because I want the people. I want the people's hearts. I want the soul. I want people to awaken to their vibrational frequency to realize that this is no time like now. Like, I'm telling y'all, the ancestors are here. You are the ancestors. You believe it?
One thing I want to say, Justin, I want you to turn up on this point. It's because the spiritual community, you know for a fact we get looked at as the tinfoil hat, poorest motherfucking community. But when you got tech heads, robotic heads like yourself, system creators like yourself, that's $1 million spiritual niggas.
Right.
Instead of, you know what I'm saying, just because we wear copper don't mean, hey man, we can spend it on the diamonds, but why or why not in your mindset flash like the rich or stay in our community and embrace our styles, our hearts, our minds,
Right.
our thoughts, knowing what you know technically.
Right.
Does that point make sense?
Makes sense.
Can you elaborate, brother?
Yeah. So, you lose real quick, even when you start making money, especially if you're spiritual, you lose real quick investing in that stuff that ain't flourishing your soul.
Well,
Right?
my theory is this. when you begin to learn that the money is fiat, and when you begin to learn, because the first thing that you begin to realize when you wake up is that the tie or the hold that money had on you as being like God or a deity, that begins to dissolve. So the magnetism that you had to the fiat, which is not real, you're really now magnetized towards land and gold. You're really magnetized towards real world assets. So we can't have it both ways. You gotta let go and jump, right? Everybody's scared to let go and swim, but that's what that is. And then you begin to manage on your own, and now you're paying bills off of frequency, off of thought, off of your work, your service. Yeah.
Both of y'all. So y'all know what I got going on. AI to acres.
AI to acres.
When we done made bread to buy a gold chain.
Right. Mad gold
Made
chain.
bread to buy a
Versace or designer.
the designer, get a nice whip, nice little Rolls Royce.
Could have pulled up in a Rolls, yeah.
You get the Rolls spiritually, red pillar, spiritually. Justin, what stopped y'all from reaching that amount and saying, you know what, I'm gonna actually use this on cameras, acres, houses, real estate? What made y'all turn this spiritual mindset into real world assets? Either one of y'all can go first. That's my numerous sense. Redfield, elaborate.
Experience is the greatest teacher, right? Sometimes you gotta lose something in order to miss it. You know, over the years, we've had and we've lost, and then we had again, and then we lost again, and then it gave us another chance to have some more, and then we lost that. Then we realized what we were doing wrong, right? We were not investing in the hardware, right? We were investing in things that were non-tangible, but the hardware is basically what changed everything for us. So when you invest in the hardware, like the cameras, back in the days before the invest in a Mac, then it was get you a Canon. Look at what a camera did. Look how cameras changed people's lives. Look at the power of just one camera, let alone three, right? Then when the microphones came around, podcasts blew up. Look at the power of a microphone and a light, and then a camera. And then after that, after the microphone and everything, then the goggles came, the VRs and whatnot. So people in the metaverse doing all type of plays and whatnot. And look at what that did for people. New income streams, new use cases, new ways to express themselves, new modalities of freedom, right? New ways to really be sovereign. So as we begin to speak about the sovereignty, we actually begin to see the tools, we actually begin to see the programs, and we actually we see it realized and materialize. Because I know some true sovereigns right now who have their own islands, they got their own Bitcoin wallets, their own currency, their own, and everybody that's with them, nobody is attached to anything where people could say that they own them or they're their property or whatnot. But that's only possible with first the knowledge, because with the Bitcoins and everything, they would not have the knowledge to do what they did. So you don't get the Bitcoins and get the knowledge afterward. That doesn't really happen. You get the knowledge first. You get the foundation. You get the now. So before it even was developed, people were sitting down saying, if I only had this, I could do this. So now they have that and they're doing that. We're sitting on 13 acres right now.
Come on. Brother Justin,
Dude, does anybody in here feel pressed that you got to go home? Do we feel pressed like somebody is gonna?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let's get Justin's side on that. Just
Let's get your side, Justin.
Real quick, we'll go back to Red.
My brother Fred always spitting the truth. So my biggest thing is like, it was like one day, man, I realized that two things I had to download about, right? One was that money, like I've been sitting up here slaving away for this fake currency.
Right.
Pieces of paper.
Right. With your
So
time.
think about it, and my brother, one of my brothers, Julian Gordon, he went to he was speaking at an event, so I was going with him, right? And he said something crazy on stage I ain't never heard. Like, you know, you see this piece of paper right here? This is what y'all don't realize that y'all still on the plantation working for cotton.
What the fuck I'm niggas?
That's right. Cotton.
My face stayed like this for about 5 minutes. Like when I hit bar, I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, and so reason why I say that is because we don't realize that they removed our value to trade our time for pieces of paper. And that's all we do. So we lost the value in here. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, Spirit told me when I was having downloads that the money has curses on it too.
I say, oh.
It does.
Those pieces of paper, they've injected a lot of frequencies and codes and a lot of things in there to keep you blocked from your abundance mentality.
Fact.
So then I started removing my attachment to that, and I started focusing on the value within. And then when the value increased here, and I started getting the knowledge, then I started investing in the right things. Because see, they taught us to invest in things that have no monetary value in here.
Right.
Y'all get what I'm saying?
Like some of them
So
stocks.
then it became a no-brainer to invest in things like AI, software, robotics, the knowledge that's needed. You become hungry for that. And so what I tell people all the time, like, look at the last, this something a lot of people don't say. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. You gotta fake. A lot of us don't fake the darkness before we get to the light. We try to go straight to the light.
That's right.
So the first 6 months, here's what I did. When I was a consumer of everything else except the value within, I actually I had to take a look. When you know how people say you gotta look within to get it, that means looking at your whole life. Guess what I did? I took a whole, y'all can do this. I'm gonna give them some. I'm gonna give y'all.
And I tell them, if you never go within, you always go without. Go ahead.
You're gonna always go without. Here's what I did that woke me up years ago. Here's what I want y'all to do. Tangible. I'm always about like tangibility, right? Like motivation, cool, but here's some tangibility. Take your 1 year statements. Y'all ready to do this? Y'all ready to do this? This gonna wake you up completely to see what you invested in. You take your 1 year statements. Look, I see sis with the pen. She's ready. Here's what you do. This gonna wake you up. You take 1 year of your bank statements, upload it into AI. Y'all don't know how to use AI? You ever know with this?
Yeah.
Upload it into AI and tell it to reveal what your last year of history or what you spend the most money on. It will. I don't know if y'all heard what some of y'all. Get out! Y'all scared. Some of y'all scared of what you gonna cover. Here's what I did. Let me tell y'all again. Run it back. Take a year of your statements. If you're real hungry, take 2. Take your bank statement. It's easy. You can go online. You got no excuse. There's a download button right there. As soon as you log in, download it, upload it into AI. That's how you use AI to its full capability. Tell me, here's the prompt. Tell me exactly what I've been spending money on for the last year. Analyze all of my spending habits and categorize it into categories for the last year. It will show you who you are and what you spend money on.
And categorize what?
And categorize what I've been spending money on for the past year. It will show you, if you got a business, you need to do it for your business too. Don't be trying to exclude. Look, some of y'all business owners like, oh, he ain't say business. Yes, let me add that in there too. So my entrepreneurs, take your business expenses, put it into ChatGPT and say, listen, I like Claude a little better.
I like
Let's talk about
Now,
that.
Claude,
Gemini, man, stop the LLM out now. Come on, Google, man. Y'all ain't fucking with Google,
the
man.
general people be like, oh, ChatGPT. I be like, y'all.
Hey,
They newbies.
hey, man, thank you,
If they
Claude,
knew better,
man.
they do
Niggas
better.
don't got shit on Google and Gemini and everything they got. Go ahead.
Them Google Gemini cats. Nah.
I like Jim Spark.
Oh, I love Jen Spark.
So
I love Jen Spark.
you take it into Claude.
You're the one who told me.
That was when my life really changed. Because I realized I wasn't really investing in the things I should have do for my self-growth and my business.
That's right.
Did y'all hear that?
That's right.
So guess what? I said, and then you can even ask it more questions. Let me tell y'all how I elaborated. I said, I'm trying to grow this company to this certain level. And I'm also trying to grow myself to a certain level. Based on my spending, do you think can I get to this goal? Now see, that's critical thinking right there.
Or what steps would you recommend I take to
No,
get
I
to
did the
this
first.
goal?
Let me tell you why I did the first train of thought.
Okay.
Because I need to first face myself and see what thought patterns based on this ideology that I've been following. I don't go to the steps yet because I first need to self-realize what I'm doing. That makes sense? So then I'm like, oh, no. And then it broke a brother down. Listen, if you want to get here, this is the thought pattern. It seems like it sometimes busts you out. It seems like you put travel or food or whatever it is over your goals. I was like, interesting. Let me redirect that into more education.
Fasting now.
Let me put that into more education. I ain't gonna stop traveling, but
Straight up.
can't stop traveling. But we're gonna put this over here. When I did that, my life completely shifted in the last couple years in terms of spiritual growth and everything. I started putting more into my growth. I started investing more into going to even intentional meditation retreats, AI retreats. I was there almost, when I was out of the country, I was like, nah, I gotta keep going. What are you gonna say, King?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Where did you utilize the chocolate or yahesita or ayahuasca or the mushrooms? How did you utilize that to implement in cleaning the field? Because if you clean the field, now you went into your accounting as well. You started cleaning your field. How did you utilize that to bring everything, together where it's working?
That's a great question, King. So I think when people do Mother Aya and plants, they're doing it out of egotistical reasons. So they do it because that's why you can tell when I ask somebody, oh, when you do it, what are you doing it for? When you get to get the reasons. Oh, I'm doing it because they don't say I'm doing it because I feel led to do it. I rarely get people who say that. They say I'm doing it because I've done it 1,000,000 times. Nobody care about that. Like you can do Mother Aya and different plants 1,000,000 times. You still won't have enough downloads to be able to download the dimensions and portals that exist out there. So when I get somebody who say that to me, I know that they haven't really tapped in with the spirit yet. It's more coming from a place of ego. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of us do stuff out of ego. We don't know we do it out of ego because we us. We don't realize we haven't let that self part of us die. That's a hard part to die. You will always have ego, but many people live from it and they don't know. That's why I can tell when you're talking to somebody, you can just tell whether they're being led by the spirit or the self. Y'all see the difference? It's a complete difference. So what I did, I was a little bit different. When I did the plants, I asked ancestors and source to guide me into, I said, guide me into where my intuition can take me to a higher frequency. Allow my intuition to be clean so that I can get the knowledge that you have in me here. Most people don't have that intention. Y'all get what I'm saying? That was a different intention. So then my intuition, see, all of us have a guidance system. We all have an intuition. Many of us don't know how to use it. So tomorrow, let me ask you a question. Just everybody in the room, this is how you know you're ready. If tomorrow, this will happen to me. If tomorrow something told you, if you got up in the middle of the night, and let's say you felt like it was sore, you felt like it was light, and it said, sell everything and move across the country, would you do it? Would you do it? Okay, she's the only one that said, look,
I did it
she's the only one
I did
that said did it. You did it. You did
I
it.
did it multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. But everybody not. But what if it told you to also do something else? What if something else told you to wake up and it told you?
I'm not,
What if you got a
I'm not
download that said wake
not
up
ready to
and start studying robotics and you've never studied robotics a day in your life?
Wow.
What if it's trying to get you to remember your training?
That's your intuition starting to follow.
That's your
your gut.
intuition. Like something one day when I was in Bali, I tell y'all, and the reason why you also, just a tip, the reason why sometimes you go to different lands, you won't go to different lands just to take a vacation. Sometimes your frequency vibrates with the land.
Meridians.
So when I was in Bali, my spirit was like pumping. I was like, either I've been here before or I feel it. Y'all
When's
get
your
what I'm saying?
birthday?
November 1st.
It's
Scorpio.
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 I'm November.
So look, my energy was
You November what?
His is
I'm
November
going
14th.
I'm the 14th.
You the first, I'm the second.
That's what I'm talking about. You the second in November?
11 dudes, 8.
October 29th. Real
That's
October.
great.
October 12th, I'm leaving, bro. I'm right with y'all, bro.
Scorpios.
See, that's energy. You know what I'm saying? If I wouldn't have said that, y'all, we wouldn't even talk about that. So, what was the last one I wanted to make? And I'm good.
Energy, yeah, landed in
So
land.
yeah.
landed
So
in
when I was
Bali.
in, for example, different
The
locations,
robotics.
different locations will
Bali.
give you different downloads. That's why people are afraid to move. That's why they don't want you to travel. They want you to stay. They want you to stay in location. They want you to stay in one box. They want you to stay in one location. So then when I went to Bali, I woke up one day and I remember something kept saying, it was spirit. I kept feeling it. It was like, man, something kept saying, it was a loud voice that was in my head that said, go study sound healing. Remember your sound healing training. I swear it was like this loud voice. I was like, sound? I've never studied. What is sound healing? You know what I'm saying? But this was the same thing that happened to me a year ago when something said, about 5 years ago when something said, go study technology because you remember your technology training.
Wow.
I went to college about technology.
Atlantis.
I hadn't even taken a degree in
Atlantis.
technology. Something woke me up in the middle of the night and said, remember your technology training. You already have the codes and downloads. And I woke up like, man, technology, I'm bad at that. And they said, don't ever say that again.
Ever.
Ever. Because the training
Dead
is in
talk to
you.
you,
Then as soon as I start as soon as I start getting on the computer,
Yeah.
as soon as I start locking in, as soon as I kind of remove all the bad beliefs that I had about myself, and I start tapping in, I start going deep. I'm talking about layers of deep on technology, AI. My brain start going in so many different directions. I start opening up portals. I start opening up downloads. I start creating products. This gonna connect to your lab.
I'm hearing it, baby. I'm listening.
I start getting products. This is what happens when you tap
Neuroplasticity.
in. I start getting product downloads, new ideas. I be on the phone. That's what happens when you tap in with even this frequency. I be on the phone with one of my spiritual brothers, and he said a name, and I was like, say that name again. That's my product name, because you don't like we helping each other remember. Y'all get what I'm saying?
Coding.
So I'm coding. Then I go online and I start learning. It took me 2 years. I literally started learning how to code with AI. Like crazy. I was spending 3, 4 hours, 5 hours a day learning how to code with AI, and I built 4 products in 6 months. That's how dialed in I was. And they all
capability.
That's how crazy it was. So the last part was the sound healing. Recently, I woke up and it was like, remember your sound healing training. I was like, hold on, this is what I got about the technology. Where I start with that? I was like, where I start with that? I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is recent. We feel about spelling. I can talk like this. I can't talk like this in the business circle. So let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell you, I know. That's what they also opening that up. They're like, you about to bring this to the world. But here's what happened. I was sitting down meditating. I've been doing these long, I think y'all know when you get long meditation sessions in, you get downloads. I was meditating about 2 hours. I could usually fall asleep after about 15 minutes. I was 2 hours in, and something woke me up and said, remember your sound healing training. Just like you remembered your technology training. And I'm talking about, I think I had hit red. Right? I think I hit you. Remember when I was telling you about the sound healing thing?
Yeah.
I had hit red, and I was like, red.
Yeah.
I always hit red. I was like, red. I got this crazy download about remembering sound healing.
Say, go for
But
it.
I don't play instruments or none of that right now. And Red was like, you gotta tap in, dog. You gotta tap in the frequency. Man, when I tell y'all, before I left Bali, I started remembering all the frequency hertz and how they affect our minds and how the music currently,
444 to
all the
442.
different frequencies. I just started remembering and how the music right now even has our people in the chokehold. They didn't crafted this stuff so heavy that we don't even know how deep the rabbit hole goes. But here's what I started doing. Now we can use this is a tip for all of y'all. Now we can use things like AI to reverse it.
Yes.
Like you can use things like what did I did? Man, the other day I used Suno and created a whole album. I was so locked in. Hold on, I was so Yo, my homeboy, my spiritual homeboy called me. He was like, see, everything is a seed. He called me up. He said, hey, yo, dog, listen to this song. He was like, tell me what you think. And I downloaded that song. I was like, yo, this is fire. It's like, this is my song. I was like, bro, who you been hiring to do that? Not really think. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I use this platform called Suno, dog. Something just told me to call you and tell you about it. I was like, yo, this is like the 10th time, dog, that this sound healing stuff keeps coming up to me. And it's even more prevalent that now I'm back in Atlantis, and I'm like, I'm getting all these frequency downloads. I go the next day, I write 10 songs. Write 10 whole songs and put them on Suno, and I start sending it out to all my customers. And it was like a couple women called me and they was like, Justin, I don't know what happened, but I started crying to your frequencies in your songs. And I felt myself healing. One lady was like, I pulled over to the side from the lyrics that I heard from your music. And that's when I was like, every single time, no matter what, if you follow your intuition and you tap in, and you don't ever let stuff stop you, money, whatever it is, and the biggest thing is everybody here, like, listen to Spin, listen to Red, listen to what they telling you, because we don't tap in more and do these downloads, but please hear me out. Y'all listening?
We listen.
Create your own
Listen.
technology with AI. It don't matter what you're doing. Create your own technology. Create something. Start building. You ain't got no excuses today.
Word.
You can create technology companies. You can create music. You can create paintings. You can create all of, like, I don't want to hear. I've been talking people like this. I just told a group of my people, we did a little meetup that I did because I told all the customers I was in town, and there was about 50 people in the room, and I told all of them, I said, let me tell y'all something. In about the next year, I don't want to hear you complain about no dollars that you don't have. Because it's going to show me that you ain't been building nothing. You ain't got no excuses. This stuff is so cheaper. All you got to do is sit at that computer and lock in. Some of y'all, that's how I was talking to y'all. I ain't talking to y'all like this. Look, y'all felt it. I was like, some of y'all, I don't want to hear about you complaining about no money in one of the greatest golden eras in history.
Right, during the gold
All
rush.
you gotta do is sit down at that computer. Instead of you getting up, you gotta re-brainwash yourself because they even taught you not to pay attention to stuff for more than 30 seconds. Because if you notice, after 30 seconds, what do people do? And this ain't a shot at nobody. We just all program. You get right on your phone. You the program. You get right on your phone. My brother put his phone down right over there. I want to talk to you, brother. No, I know it ain't true. But no, for real, you gotta deprogram yourself. So I said this in closing, man. I'm gonna be in.
I want you to give them 3 solid steps. When you do your closing, and please give my people the 4 solid steps on how you build that software.
Okay. Yeah. So we just did I just did a summit today.
Yeah, just give them a couple tidbits from the summit,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna check you out.
Yeah. So I just did a summit. About 2,000 people was on last 2 days, and we had different guests come on teaching people how to build their apps with AI.
We had me on.
Hey man,
Uh-oh.
Red, relax, bro. I told you.
I'm just playing.
Red's so funny. So this is what you do, right? So step 1 in building an app with AI is ideation. Most people, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they go and they start building. So what do most people do? They do this in business too. Without proving that their idea is making money, the first step that they do is they go and they get an idea. What's the first thing that most people do? I just told you that. What's the first people do? When you get an idea, what do most people do?
Put that shit in their notes and think about it.
Tell people.
Most people put it in their notes and think about it, but if a person starts taking action, what do? What do most people do?
Put money
Let me tell you, most people start building first. They start building the product. They don't even know if their idea is proven.
Right.
Wow.
Crazy, I just read something.
That's how you
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Most people-
Dropbox did the same thing. They just put out, like, if somebody wanted to sign up for that service.
Yeah.
But then people didn't understand what it was, so all they did was create a video. And then off the video, people got what they did, and then they had a wait list. They didn't even have a product yet.
Wow.
Dropbox actually, you
That's
took
how they
my
do
whole, you was on my
That's real
summit
estate
today.
too.
You was on my summit today. You take my my talk.
It was the Merkle bus, the ether, man.
It's the eat now.
The
It's the
neutrinos.
You are 100% right. Dropbox actually did do this where they put out a wait list, And that's one of the first steps that you do is you put out things like when a movie is about to drop, what's the first thing they do? They create the hype and they create the trailer. So first what you want to do is you want to create ideation. And you have online, you can go out there, like I was teaching today, you can go out there and you can find out what's not selling and what's selling. There's so many tools. Or you can even look at products, and what I was telling them to do with AI is you can tell people there's usually about 3 things that most companies do usually wrong, 3 or 4 things. Number 1, either the pricing is bad. So you can go into a market and you can see if the pricing, if they charge you too much or charge you too low. What do you guys think the number 1 thing that most products, let's just go general products. What do you think most products do wrong? The number 1 thing. What do you think that is? Y'all have to take a guess.
Not marketing ready.
They don't work? Okay, don't solve problem. What else do you think? Marketing, they do that real bad. Well,
Yeah.
go ahead, because you can win in marketing, because most people don't
They
know.
do
how to
too
market.
much building instead of implementing and then asking for investors.
Oh, research.
Or getting some grants.
Research, let me tell you what it is. They don't focus on the user experience. It's usually bad design.
Analytics.
They don't think about each step that the customer should take until they get to their end result. They're not thinking about each step that their customer goes through. They go and they start building the product. So step number 1, ideation. Step number 2 is what we call prototyping. So prototyping is you go and get y'all some sites. You go to sites like Dribble. There's one called Godly Websites. It's actually called Godly Websites. And you look at designs out there that's already there. So if you have an idea, let's say, what industry is everybody in? What industry? You just say
music.
making music.
Aromatherapy.
Self-help. What type of self-help? Spirituality, self-help. Aromatherapy.
XR technology, VR,
I like that.
AI.
Yeah,
What
education.
industry you in, man?
I'm in edutech.
Edutech.
I'm in AI.
My guy, AI Acres. No industry.
Y'all got AI marketing software.
Okay, AI marketing software.
What about
So-
real estate?
Real estate too. So you go out there and you want to basically, what I tell people what a wealth is taking an idea that's already proven. That's why we talk about ideation, right? You take an idea that's already proven and you go and you take that product and then you put it for niche specific things. Did y'all hear what I said?
Right.
You niche it down. Most people don't niche it down.
Right.
I tell people, everybody trying to be everybody to be your customer. Everybody your customer. Nobody is your customer. That's the problem with most sites. If I go to a site, I usually don't even know what the site is about. Most people don't even have clear messaging on their website. Did y'all pick it up when I put down?
Yeah.
Most people don't even have clear messaging. Most people go to their, like you go to their site and instantly in the first half, it's called above the fold. You know, with the first part of the real estate, you go to a site, you don't even know what the site do. You're like, what is this? That's the first way you win. You niche it down. There were some brothers actually, there's some brothers who, they created a barber app. You ever heard of Squire?
Mm-hmm.
They created a barber app, right? As soon as you go to their site, I was showing this today. As soon as you go to their site, you know what it is. You know it's for barbers. You know exactly what the software does. The messaging is clear. Everything is clear. Most people not clear about what they sell, which is why they can't sell them.
Right.
You ask them what they do. What do people say? If I ask you, what do you do? You gonna tell me the industry that you in.
Right.
I'm different. I tell people the messaging that my problem solve first. So that's what
Right.
I'm doing. All right. Speaking of which, that's my brother who gave me the first idea I was talking about. So that's the first thing. You got to be clear about what you do. I should be able to listen to you for 30 to 60 seconds and know exactly what you do in that small amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all getting it? Most people got to explain. If you got to explain to me 15 minutes what you do, you don't know what you do.
Right.
You don't know what you do. That's why when some people, they be coming up to me at like events, if I'm speaking at an event, and be like, just like I did, and they trying to give me all
I
these
bring here on the
ideas.
side, I drive over it.
Like they be going through this whole dissertation, and here's what happens. By about 10 minutes, it was a young brother. Actually, here's what happened. This young brother was telling me about travel. He was telling me, give y'all an example. He was like, yo, I got this idea, and I said, why don't you put that idea into an app? But first, you gotta tell me what you do. Create a travel app. But tell me what you do first, and I'll give you some good ideas about it. So he was telling me, after about 7 minutes, some of y'all don't do this. I created a boundary. About 7 minutes, he was going. I was like, hey, young brother, stop for a second, all right? I'm not doing this out of disrespect, but you overselling me. Boy, that mean your elevator pitch ain't tight.
Right.
And I'm telling you this as a brother to brother because I used to be young like you, and I wish somebody would have stopped me like I'm stopping you to give you the game. So I'm gonna tell you, people don't have as much time as you got as you just gave with me. I gave you the time because I love you and I want you to succeed.
Keyword.
But I need you to do 30 to 60 seconds, and after that 30 to 60 seconds, if I don't raise my eyebrow, you ain't got my attention. Because your messages should be so tight that when you tell somebody what you do, you shouldn't have to be like, oh man, Span, I got this, man, I got this product, man, look, they say I saw, here's what it do, man, it's the best thing since sliced bread, brother. Look, man, it do backflips, cartwheels, look, you shouldn't even have to do all that. Right? I should go up to Span and just say 2 sentences. Listen, here's what
So we know where to go.
Here's who I help. Here's the problem that it solves. And here's how we're gonna take over.
Here's the solution.
And that's it. And I say it just like that. Y'all see that confidence when I say that?
Yeah, I feel
I
that.
had that whole confidence when I say my case. Because
You even put your chest
I
out.
put my
there.
chest out when I say, you wanna know why? Because that's how much time I've been rehearsing.
Wow.
So when I'm in the field, some of y'all ain't ready for the field yet. That's how much time I'm hurt. That's how much time I just sit in my living room by myself rehearsing. So when I do it, I just want somebody to stop, and I be practicing, y'all. I just want somebody to stop and be like, and I know I do it because sometimes they do
You did
that.
that when I first met you.
Yeah,
man.
when Red know that Red, when they know when they come to me and I be like, what you do, man? They try to connect with me. I say 2 sentences, and if they don't stop, I ain't tight. I'm like, oh no, why he ain't stop? But most people now they be like, oh, tell me more about that. I ain't gotta sell. Because my message is tight. Y'all get me? So see, we ain't taught these skill sets. We just taught to build and promote our stuff. That's all. We're not taught these skill sets of messaging. We're not taught these skill sets of selling. Y'all get what I'm saying? So last part, or should I say this? I do the third part and fourth part.
But you
Third
said
part.
dribble and something with
Dribble,
an
that's
S.
how you find out
I
the
got
site.
that one.
But that's one of the sites.
And
And
what
that
was the
gives you
second
you can do research on what other companies their messaging is, how they're coming with their product, how they're delivering, how these $1 million companies are delivering their products.
Right.
You can see the messaging. You study the
Don't
messaging.
reinvent the wheel.
Don't reinvent. Why people reinvent? Why you reinvent? They've been
What's
raised.
that second? You said the second after.
Godly websites.
Thank you.
Godly.websites.
How you spell that?
GODLY.websites.
Okay.
It's .websites. So if a company has raised $50, $100 million, why you reinventing the wheel? All you gotta do is all you gotta do is use the framework, extract the framework, and restructure it a little bit. Y'all get what I'm saying? So that's one. And then you just keep building. You build your product, you build everything like that, and then that's how you tap in. Then you start building, and that's what you do. You start taking the product, and then you just keep building,
That's the
and
third.
keep building. Yeah, so that's the third. You just build. You build the product. You can use platforms like, I ain't gonna say Gemini because my God, Google,
Firebase.
Gemini.
Opal.
Please don't use those sites.
Really?
That's
I'm
my
fucking
brother.
with cursor though.
But
What's better than Gemini?
man, Claude.
Claude.
What else?
Really?
They got these Claude. They
I
they got these Claude zealots out here. They got these Claudettes. They banging for Claude. They like, man.
Anthropic got into its AI that Google has it with Google search, YouTube.
We're not gonna debate on this stage. You know what I'm saying? We gonna leave.
Where the analytics at?
Where the analytics at? Where's the
A lot
data?
of those.
When there's sitting
Y'all, look, let me tell y'all
10.2
something.
trillion
Let me tell y'all
views across Google platforms.
Ask him when Google Gemini dropped. Ask him. When did Gemini drop?
Bard.
Huh?
Bard.
Yeah, and it was a horrible release and nobody used it.
Yeah, Bard
No,
flop.
he's talking about
But the new
basketball.
age
He's talking
Google.
about AI
See,
now.
he talking about something. See, we talking about longevity. Everybody know longevity, right?
Okay,
Right.
but you can't beat Google.
Longevity.
They own YouTube.
It don't matter.
We all make
Here's what I tell you about.
We
here's
make
what-
a
here's
long
what
time
I'm
videos
gonna
on
tell you.
YouTube right now.
I'm gonna
Notebook
tell you.
LM
I'm gonna
can't
tell
be
you.
beat.
Yeah,
Listen.
Claude ain't
Notebook LM plus.
Claude ain't
That's what we gonna-
Claude,
that's what we
Claude
gonna
ain't
do.
roll
That's what we gonna
out
do to finish
studio
this
like Google did.
That's what we gonna do.
There's gotta be an alignment here.
That's what we gonna do to finish this debate.
No ego.
No ego involved.
Go.
It's all about. It's like getting on the mat.
Go.
Let me build a product on Claude, and you build a product on Google, and we let the people.
Oh,
Now I would
Ah.
but Google VLC, what
Don
the
DeMarco.
AI 5.1 in code red?
Huh, listen. We're gonna do that battle. I'm gonna build a product on Claude with
The
my
Marco.
skill sets. You gonna build a product on Gemini.
AI
Not
Studio.
now. You gonna build it on AI Studio. You gotta build it on AI Studio, my guy. You gotta build it on AI Studio. Once you build it, we'll come back to the people. We're gonna say, look, we're gonna say nothing. We're gonna build a similar product too. And y'all gonna rate it.
Yeah,
Y'all like
what
this?
kind of product?
We
A
can
lawnmower
build-
app.
We can build whatever app. And it actually it's just fun to be able to have competition.
And
build
it's
apps.
fun for y'all to hear what technologists really think about the game.
Yeah.
And you said courses before. So you were saying courses, so working with the funnels, like lead magnets, things like that.
Right.
Those are the things we should be implementing within the product, but making yourself more value than anything within digital.
Yeah, you should always have some type of digital product.
Yeah, Justin, that's what I put together.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what I was doing with a Minty, bro, it's just, finding the audience, the message to the target audience, the VSLs, the funnels, the walkthrough. Because most people, if you think of a Minty,
Shit.
halls of a Minty,
Booty.
you're thinking of a purgatory in which people need to face their fears and be able to either
See,
get
alligator.
reincarnation
Anubis.
or da. So
Oh.
what a Minty is saying is, since your fear is your idea going to market, we teach you exactly how to go to market.
Can I get in a little bit on this?
Okay.
If I may.
Go ahead, my brother.
All right, so
20 seconds.
you open the door, Pandora's box. All right. So later on, I'm gonna come through with just a little flyer. It's not me making the money. It's back to the Amazon, back to the Congos. So how do we take this whole entire for Heru, Ma'at, Osiris, Anubis, and we gotta throw in those. How do we correlate
Can't
the
forget those.
medicine, right?
Animal talents are of utmost
To
importance.
get the heart to not weigh heavy anymore in the conscious while we're implementing on the technology within the petroleum base. How do we utilize it? So I just want to say we working with the jungle hand in hand with hundreds of thousands of years of Inca tribes and La Cofana.
You mean, how do you get it out to the people more?
Yeah,
Yeah,
how we gonna let
British
Europeans, how we
Columbia,
gonna let Europeans
That's why I'm-
and motherfucking Argentinians take everything that we knew, all our pyramids, all our hieroglyphs, all our stories, they beat us to the punch and what the language really is and teach the rest of they motherfuckers, and then they make 20, 30, $100 million off the shit that we already knew.
What did Nazi make a sign of inversion? They've perverted and inverted.
It doesn't matter because winners aren't allowed to let losers rewrite history. So if I ran you niggas over, I'm gonna change the story to your children because I now own your children.
The dollar bill.
We need our children back by saying that, hey, this was us, this is us,
Shit.
this is homeschooling, this is education,
Shit.
this is how we run it. We buy land,
Not
we
harvest
buy
and
pyramids,
harvesting.
we build up, and if we lose, somebody else gonna write the story about the same motherfucking pyramid.
All right, let him answer the question too.
So, in my opinion, man, like the reality is like it's cool to have all this knowledge and it's cool to have it, but if it's just if you just doing it just for your circle, then you are doing the world a straight disservice.
So this is what I was gonna bring
So
up.
hold on.
Sorry.
So, no, you good. So that's what we do. That's the whole point of digital products, courses, being able to put software ain't just so that you could just get wealthy. A lot of it is that what we have to do as spiritual beings is we have to start creating these vehicles and we have to do everything in our power. Hear me out, beautiful people.
Thank you.
Do everything in your human, like everything in this body, everything in your soul to get it out to everyone that you possibly can. And that's why you have to master marketing. And that's why you have to master sales. Those are the skill sets of the gods, really.
Shit.
Yes.
Right.
Marketing is nothing more than persuasion. And we
Right.
all know how to persuade. Here's the challenge. Most people don't start thinking about it in terms of world. You thinking
Global.
about it in terms of just your circle.
Global.
But when you start learning how to communicate with a multitude of people, then you become a messenger of the Most High.
Yo,
See, the real messenger of the Most High isn't somebody that knows how to limit themselves to just certain circles. You feel what I'm saying?
Red,
They know how to communicate with multiple people.
We were talking Mimetic. Can you give him that breakdown right now?
Not at this moment. That's because it's very deep. We gotta actually continue this conversation that we're having. I'm gonna make a big announcement tomorrow, but I do want to kind of like make it right now and whatnot. So for the calendar year of 2026, because I've been blessed enough to have 3 platforms, right? The ancestors gave me back my 15-year-old platform, and that has more than about 50,000 people. So we are restructuring KTL, and one of the platforms is going to be a KTL All-Star platform, and we're going to treat that platform the same way that Vlad TV treats his platform, by giving the talent and people in his network the opportunity to see people in his network. So for all of the new teachers, such as yourself, such as Spin City, such as Ginger, we already talked about this, H Factor, Hit Sayu, there's a whole legion of new talent that we're bringing. My sister Santee, the Vampire Slayer, this is new talent. You know, I'm gonna be offering them a weekly show along with a monthly lecture or a monthly masterclass or a monthly workshop, so we could really begin to consolidate and build and whatnot. I want to open up a lane, and I want to introduce you to millions of people, and the fact that you're doing, and also the fact that you have a story to tell because of what you've done, right? So what you've already done is a testament. That is, you know, when people are looking for something to teach, you are the lesson. So what I wanted to ask you as you close this out, because you're a person that's deep into tech, but because you're a person who went on a spiritual journey for 2 years, it was? How long did you? 3 or 4 years.
I mean, you know, many lifetimes though. But
look, the brother went on a journey. He went on a trip to Africa, like with no return ticket, and it was 4 years later he came back. But he was in Bali. He was on the continent, but he was working not only on himself, but building his business, growing and evolving. So I want to know from you, what would be the perfect balance for those of us that are interfacing with the technology? How would you ground yourself in the rising? How would you ground yourself before you get in front of the computer? What is a regimen that we can use to be quote unquote cohesive, clear, not distracted, and very enthusiastic? Because burnout is real, fatigue is real, being lost in the middle of the ocean of information, drowning is real, analysis paralysis, and also fear of doing something that hasn't been done. So what would be a good regimen?
hey man, so it's for me, it's really like the first, it's even what I've been talking about, right? It's like tapping in with source, with the plants. I'm not saying people got to do the plants, but I'm just telling you, if you approach the plants the right way, they're going to open up. They're going to give you that, listening to your intuition, locking into your intuition. But also, you have to really, really do something that a lot of people are not ready for. And you might have even heard this term before. It's called quantum leaping. Have you ever heard of quantum leaping?
Yes, sir.
So a lot of people don't understand the whole psychology of quantum leaping is knowing that another version of you and also what you're capable of exists, that you can pull it into this reality.
Right.
But if you choose to look at yourself and what you have in the bank and what you have, all of these stuff that they're trying to keep you small with, you're never going to be able to pour that reality into it. So you got to know what's possible. For me, I was like, from the South Side of Chicago, my mother only made $15,000 a year, you know, as a parking lot attendant.
Right.
So reality tried to brainwash me to think that's all that's possible. And then I started doing quantum leaping, projection, right? Start really, really getting downloads, being open as a vessel for anything, to say there's no limits. wherever y'all send me, wherever I'm guided, wherever my intuition is, I am willing to do it at all costs. Most people don't have that type of conviction.
Right.
They be like, I'll do what I want to do when I want to do it at the time I want to do it.
Right.
And so many people don't give themselves that open frequency because they're trying to guide the ship. And yes, you are the creator of the ship, but here's the thing. You also need to understand the plans that are already in you that you need to light up and open up. Because most people block the plans.
Right.
Me, I was like, I'm tired of, look, obviously I'm suffering and going through this because I'm trying to control the ship. Let me actually open up what's already, the plans that I already know is within me. And then guess what start happening? You start getting, we call that supernatural, right? The supernatural starts really communicating because it sees that you let your ego die down. It sees that it doesn't matter to you. It sees that, so then you start becoming what we call the GPS system for the divine.
Wow.
That's different. Operating as a GPS system for the divine is completely different. Because then you wake up, and instead of you being this person that's just going from day to day, it's like every single day or every other day, there's nothing. That's what miracles really are. Miracles are things that are not within your certain like comfort zone.
Right.
So you might get a call, and somebody may call you like Red and call me sometimes because we connected, as brothers. So you might get a call and somebody might be like, hey, I want you to come to this event at this time. And because you open, you say, okay, and then you go to that event, and then you connect with somebody who has the step to your next destiny. And then that person gives you a seed. They might say, hey, have you ever went to Bali? See, sometimes the universe and ancestors speaks in subtleties, but you waiting on the sky to part.
Right.
So that person may be like, you ever been to Bali? And then you be like, no, I'm gonna go to Bali. Then the next day after that, you meet another person a couple days later, and they say, hey, you going to Bali? And you be like,
It's confirmation.
I stopped and I listened. But hold on, wait a second. See, some people be hearing that multiple, and then they be like, I need more signs. You done just got 30 signs. And then the third person to come to me, and this is what happened to me. So now the first thing, Red, to answer your question, you got to slow down, and you have to listen. Many of us not listening. So when I heard the third Bali, or when I heard the third Africa, when I heard the third Nairobi, that you need to be in Nairobi, I stopped and listened and said, what are you trying to tell me? Can you please, you don't need to make it more plain because you done already made it plain. But what is my guidance system? What is next for me spiritually? I was a vessel. Some of us not being used as vessels because we trying to guide the ship and control it. So then after that, I started moving around, and then every moment took me to what I call my awakening moment. Because you do know that there are certain points that actually wake you up even more, that fire more light codes in you if you follow the path. Most people don't get supernatural because they're not ready for these things to fire. Then it fires, then you start getting downloads, and you're like, what's going on? Like, I remember the first time I called Red after, and I was like, Red, what is happening to me? Like, I don't know what's happening. This is supernatural. You can't talk to everybody like that. I'm like, Red, something supernaturally happened. I'm getting these downloads, I'm getting these voices, I'm talking, and Red said something to me. He was like, you're being guided. Open yourself up. Walk through it. So I stopped, I let the fear take the passenger seat, and then I stepped into the driver's. I stepped into the passenger seat. Still a co-pilot, still a co-pilot. I'm still a co-pilot. I ain't saying you gotta take the back seat. I'm a co-pilot. And so I started thinking about what's the money I'm gonna get here, and I said, let me put my energy into rich energy right there. Y'all see that rich energy right there, that shirt? I need that shirt, by the way. You got that in the big bro size? I need that. So I started putting my energy into rich. Richness is not about money or what you got in your bank account. Richness is the resources that you provide with your gifts and what you create.
That's right.
So every week I'm creating something. I'm building an app. I'm building a book. So you got to be a vessel.
Ashe, my brother. Clap it up, y'all. Come on, clap it up. Oh. Yes. Bars.
Huh? What's the-
Very
oh,
good.
rep.
He's excellent.
Hmm?
He was
How you spell
excellent.
that?
Yes, he is. We gotta be doing more stuff with the God.
Yep. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be around. Beautiful brown people. Y'all can follow me Instagram, CEO Justin Burns. I don't see y'all reaching for y'all phone. My game must have been whack. It's all
Nah. Make sure y'all follow God.
Got all of that.
You gotta really
I'm gonna get
You know what?
it.
have to help me out with the
Yeah,
social
appreciate you,
media.
bro. Appreciate you, bro.
I think I got you a C. You said CEO.
Yo, Justin.
CEO.
Mom, you ready?
I
You ready, Mom?
CEO Justin.
Y'all do your thing, Red, bro.
Yes, Portia, yes. I know you.
You see my name, yeah.
Champ is here.
Oh, he's the one.
Champ is here.
Appreciate you, thank you.
Justin, your last.
Who got?
Get out, nigga.
Huh?
Yo, that was divine. With the divine set.
Derek.
I think I
A
got
cousin.
you.
They finna
Oh,
die.
he does.
They finna die.
Oh, yeah, y'all got the
Justin
real
did that. Justin did an hour on it.
Yeah, that's why we
You got those.
And he just did. You see how they read?
Yeah, where they get, that? Amazon?
Just DJI.com.
So yeah, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make the announcement that tomorrow, 5 p.m., same back time, same back channel, we will be right here with Ra Aku and Ross Ben. Ancestral intelligence, right? Ancestral intelligence, not versus AI, but ancestral intelligence before artificial. So those brothers are gonna come and utilize their sacred sciences to guide the people with a roadmap, an astrological, cosmophysics roadmap leading into 2026. It's available live stream and it is available on IRL. We want y'all in the building. We still have room for about 10 more people. We're gonna have vendors in the building, food in the building, music in the building, you name it. We're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow to end out the whole entire StrongEnd, which is tomorrow's the solstice, right? So we get to go into the solstice with some quote unquote, let me do this real quick. We get to go into the solstice with powered up. Where's my Seymour set? All right. Okay, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, those in the YouTube land, ladies and gentlemen in the YouTube land, I want to introduce you to the product that is going to guide you through all of 2026, right? This is a winter solstice debut. We are debuting it on the winter solstice on purpose because we want you to use this, right? Moving forward, you're gonna use this for your detox. You're gonna use it for your quote-unquote winter charge.
Remineralized.
You're remineralized, like Dr. Sabi said. You're gonna use this to feed your cells. This is cell food, right? So this is the disclaimer, because I'm about authenticity, right? Nobody in this room is AI, first and foremost. I'm nice with it, but I ain't that nice. There's no holograms, there's no AI. Second, nobody comes from, there's no crisis actors in here, and we didn't hire anybody from Craigslist. These are real human beings. Third, nobody has been paid to do anything. Fourth, they never tasted this before. For real, this is really their first time. This is their first day out. Shout out to Pooh Shiesty. I want to get real-time reactions, ladies and gentlemen. The best marketing that you could ask for, even in this digital age, and it's been like this since time immemorial, is what? UGC. User-generated content, right? Word of mouth. So the first brother who's going to be able to taste the combination of soursop and pineapple, right? This is called V-Cell, okay? This is our new product. Shout out to V-Cell, all right? This is our new product, okay? You will see a lot about it but more so you're gonna hear about this. The best sea moss in the world. Word to Flossinette and Tony Montana. We gonna be the Scarface of sea moss in a minute. So check this out. First reaction, y'all. Alright? First reaction. That's right. It's abundance. You don't gotta be minimum. Look at his face. Zero in. We got good camera.
Oh yeah, this is good. Taste the sour sap, the pineapple.
What happened to your shoulder? Why did it jerk when you said it was good? Is this a dance?
Smooth.
He says that
You
one
built that
a
strong.
refreshing.
That's what they want.
We mineralized, you know?
Yeah, this is good.
Good stuff.
Very
Okay,
good.
going hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, I give it a 9.
Is this something that you need to put in a blender or put in a drink? Is this something you could scoop out and just eat on your own?
Scoop out. I don't want to even mix it up with anything else. It's delicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. And I have you next. Alright? I need all of them. I need
Yeah, red doing the seal on for. What you said to him? You said to him?
I'll go for a double dip, but I ain't gonna do it to everybody.
tell the people about what you tasting. Not me.
I'm tasting crystallization, demineralization, and emancipation. I'm blessed with the minerals and I appreciate it. Not for nothing, this baby food right here. If anybody know what baby food tastes like, that's exactly what it tastes like.
And this is really for babies. This is baby food. Come on.
I'll give that to my son and my
This
daughter.
is Putu right here, platinum selling artist from Liberia. We'll hear a lot about his music at 26 as well. First time trying it, right? All right, let's go.
Back to the future.
Black to the future.
Back to the future.
There you go, ladies and
Back
gentlemen.
to the future.
They did not go to acting school. These are not, I promise you, this is all authentic. Let's go. All right. Sister been tapped in with us for a long time. One of our supporters, one of our biggest supporters, and she's here in the flesh. Now she gets to taste it in real life.
It tastes like applesauce, really.
That's right. Flavored sea moss applesauce.
That's what it tastes like.
Right.
And it's not over, not too sugar, it's perfect.
We ship anywhere in the world. Come on, beloved. Yeah. Let them know your name too.
I got API
Right.
from, I put the MTI, got the API from like Answer the Public to get the data infrastructure.
Okay,
Okay.
that was heavenly.
Right. That, I like that. That was heavenly. And it's for the babies too. So I would love to see their reaction.
See you again.
Who else? Oh, Justin, come on.
Okay, Mom,
Come on,
we're
my
gonna
brother.
taste and we're gonna get out of here. Taste it. No, you taste, Mother. She wants to taste.
All right, Mom.
You want the BSL with it?
We got the elder.
That's
That's right. That's right.
So let me know what you want to do, man. I'll give you some bread back. I'll give you some bread back on that, for sure. Easy. March, it'll be back in your pocket.
Delicious, and I'm extremely critical when I
And let's knock it out, man. All them boys or
Yeah.
whatever you gotta do, let me know what it looks like tangibly.
All
Just
right.
make sure the team is taking care
Introduce
of
yourself
it.
to the
before
family.
I take my mother home.
I am Shay Love
Let me know what
Life.
it's
This
looking
is
like.
my
So-
A
book.
little louder, a little louder.
I'm Shay Love Life, the author and founder of Brick House Minor, and I do hope to be on your platform, sir.
You will be on my platform.
Thank you.
We already, yes. You
Perfect.
definitely get
Yes.
Yes.
I help women, people, but women learn how to focus their mind, release worry, focus on your desires, bring more joy into your life. Life is simple, so I simplify loving yourself and creating a life
To
that
the
you
West
love.
Wing.
Life is very simple. We have to
I got me a nice little West Wing, man.
stay connected. We have to develop our
Hey, hey,
love of
hey, we got the
self,
home
a connection with spirit, and then
both bring your
follow, like
guns,
you
man.
said, our instincts and the path that is led
So
within
what's
us
happening
and led
is, so I got a big brother named Jill.
so ours is directed to you all. I'm going to be willing to go leave to come to Atlanta, and my life is transformed in 2 years. Like catapult out of the stratosphere, beyond what I could imagine.
See how that works?
Absolutely. And this, I did taste it yesterday and I said it is rich because it has layers of flavor. It's not just gel in your mouth. It tastes like seawater. It actually has layers of the different fruits that are in it. Yep. This is good.
That's it? What's
And
the scale of 1 to 10?
For sea moss, I would say it's an 11. Sea moss can have a very watery, very thin, watery consistency, or taste like seawater. This does taste like applesauce.
Vicelle. Vicelle. Go and look. Go to Google and you will find it. Look it up on Google and you will find it. I will have the link dropped. All right, and we ship 12 packs, 64 packs, all type of stuff.
You want to
all
say
right.
the price or no?
Hmm?
You want to say the price or no? The prices or no? Okay.
More Justin. My brother.
Always it gives them the blueprint to go to every market, plug, play, and we take over everything that's all black owned land. We got access to about 55 acres.
What's this thing? Sea moss.
Look, she's blue, right? You got
Hey, sir, let her go.
Oh, 6 different flavors. Mango.
Well, I kept on the fan.
Elderberry.
Excuse me, is that the last one?
Thinking about
Can I get one out of you?
That
Can I
it?
get one for you?
Of course.
There's no
Yeah.
tissue.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a break.
Janelle, can I get a toilet paper in the front, please?
I've been trying to
Get that man a fork.
I've been trying to get some smell groups.
What I figured out about
That's
Bushel
what I'm saying.
is,
Go.
when I use a really
Might
good
have that
strong
every
like
morning.
burdock lotion, something thick with substance, when one of those it makes my whole lotion smell like what Bushel gave me. On the
I
Lord.
mean, look, you know, nobody's been able to do this for me. Even the
Got the one and only spin in the building.
It's giving Starburst.
It's giving Starbucks.
It's giving
y'all.
Skittles.
Facts. That's facts.
It's giving oxygen. Good sleep. See, that's the thing about sea moss, burdock, and bladderwrack. This is 102 essential minerals for the body. For Red to find this out, see, I'm gonna kick his ass. Because he gatekeeping the game on how he figured out how to blend this up into a candy. This is literally candy in the medicine if you ever heard something. Because how dare I get me a scoop, I'll get busy, I'll say, okay, I just ate some candy. My mind is getting candy, but my body is getting radiance. My body is getting longevity. My body is getting optimization. My body is getting harmony. So, hey man, whatever you up to, man, and I'm gonna support it, man. It's Spin City at Spin City HQ down here in Atlanta, Georgia, man. I'm with it, man. Vicelle, whatever they calling it, man. I'm calling it as well, man. Peace to the family, peace to you, yours. It's been Spin. It's been Red Pillar once again. AI to Acres. I mean, we done did. Look. Let me give it to him. Look, we doing CMOS. It ain't CMOS. He said, look, man, it's 2025. We gonna do Tech No Tuesdays. He caught me in the middle of GM. I had to go to the back and say, I had to sneak it because y'all don't understand what I've been through. Y'all don't understand what I've been through to bring y'all the information from this place. Y'all might not see me no more. But as long as y'all got the information, please continue the journey. What most people are using at the highest capacity and highest level AI and robotics is training, retraining, and prediction models. That's the algorithm. That's the AI. And for Red to say, hey, young brother, it seems like you got something on this AI. We're going to do something called Tech No Tuesdays. And just as late as Tuesday, we launched episode 44. So this whole spiel, man, hey, whatever the fuck Red got going on, please.
Yeah, we all
Patronize. This isn't a support thing because you don't support Gucci, you don't support Louis, you don't support Bentley. You simply go and purchase what you want.
Fair exchange, no robbery. We over delivering. Alright?
Hey man, peace to a God, man. Peace to yours, man. I'm thankful.
And it's very
I'm
affordable.
grateful.
Okay.
Alright? Go to the website, y'all, and shop with us.
Red
Peace, love, and
Pillar,
light.
we did AI to Acres. He brought out
AI.
Span City and Justin.
That's right.
You probably don't understand, but that's
AI
fine.
to Acres, y'all. We taking the AI and we creating the acres. The last name is Moreland.
Then we're gonna put it in our head, in our virtual reality.
That's right. And we're gonna put it in virtual. Let's close it out with another one of our new members on the KTL platform. All right. This is Ginger, and we're gonna let her close it out. We gotta get you a taste test.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
And then we'll let you close it out with your
That's good.
huh?
Oh, oh wow, so many flavors.
That's right.
That's delicious.
That's right.
Honestly, that's delicious.
The website will be in the description, ladies and gentlemen. Go and get yours. Don't wait till you link up with us. Order it. It will be on the way ASAP. It comes It comes already chilled and whatnot. The prices are very affordable. We have 64 packs, all the way up to 64 packs. Make sure you're in the building tomorrow, day 3 of the ATL. Private location, you got to get your tickets. You know how that is. Spin City headquarters. All right. Ross Ben and Ra Aku tomorrow, 5 p.m. The real football game, 5 p.m. to whenever we say it's over with. All right. I'll be hosting. Peace, love, and light. And we'll see you tonight for Saturday Night Live. You already know what it is. The name of this episode tonight is Boys R Us. The Epstein photos have leaked, and he's down with everybody. Boys R Us. Jeffrey is on an island of his very own. Boys R Us tonight, Saturday Night Live. Look out.